Hey friends, how are you? I'm going to apologize now for the angle that I'm looking at you. I would much prefer for it to be this way. It's so much prettier, but my keyboard broke, so I have to use my laptop keyboard to screen share with you today. Um, Let me just make sure that I'm live in all the places. Um, du- 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 du. So you guys are hopping on. Tell me how your Friday's going so far. Okay. I'm in that group. Let me see if I'm on Instagram. Let's see if I'm live on the gram. I'm thinking probably not, but Instagram's a different beast, isn't it? Yeah, Instagram didn't work today. It's fine. I'll upload it later. Let's get going, shall we? So today we're going to talk about effective text strategy for your business, specifically using the platform that I love, which is called Project Broadcast. If you don't already have Project Broadcast, sorry, just got a message from Instagram saying they were having trouble with the broadcast. Duh. Anyway, if you don't already have Project Broadcast, totally fine. You can implement this strategy with any texting service that you have. If you don't have one, I highly recommend Project Broadcast. There's several reasons for that. One of which is it's the cheapest one that I've found, and they are constantly improving it and adding new features. I know that there's new features coming, and anyway, it is a great platform, and I've been very pleased with it. I've been using it for probably 3 years now, and love it. Okay, so let's talk high level for just a minute before we kind of get into the nitty gritty. So, why do you need texting? Why? Isn't that just an added expense in your business? Well, you could look at it that way, or you could look at it from the perspective that the majority of humans have one of these in their pocket. And the majority of humans who have one of these in their pocket will open a text message and read it within 2 to 5 minutes, usually closer to 2 minutes after receiving it. Okay? Sometimes they won't get to your email. If you have an email, I mean, all of us should be building lists in our business, right? If we're not building lists, we're building our business in borrowed territory, which usually means social media direct messages. Don't do that. It's not smart. Don't do it. But we need to be building our lists, and your list is the most valuable asset that you have in your business. I'm going to say that one more time. Your lists are the most valuable assets that you have in your business. It is how you connect with the people that are making your business go, right? They're making your business go. And so email lists, awesome. You should have one. Absolutely. Text lists, awesome. You should have one. They do not perform the same functions. Okay. You put different content in them. A long 4, 5, 6 paragraph email, you're not going to fit that into a text message. And some things you need that much space to communicate properly. But there definitely 100% are reasons to have a text list. Okay. One of them is the speed of which you can connect to the humans that are in your sphere. Okay. The connection rate is so much higher, you guys, so much higher. It's like an open rate of 97% for a text message versus like a good email open rate is like 49%, 50% is like stellar. Most of the time it's around 30%. That's a huge difference, huge difference. And then it's just easy. It's easy, right? Even compared to a phone call. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't call people and connect voice to voice, but if you're like me and you get phone calls in the middle of your day, you can't stop what you're doing and answer your phone, but you can click on it and read a text message and reply. So it's ease of connection. It fits into our societal norms, really. Text messaging is the thing. As much as some of us in the older demographic would like to think that it's not, it is. Go with the times. If you have a business in 2023, you should have an SMS list and you should have a strategy that goes with that. Okay. So, anatomy of a good message. Here's where we're going to get into some of the practical. I'm going to share my screen with Project Broadcast with you guys so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, you can see that. Yeah. Great. Okay, so what you're seeing is my campaigns here. These are just some of the ones that I have, but this I'm just going to go through really quick and give you like a high level, very fast overview of Project Broadcasters. Okay, so you have chats just like you normally would in any text messaging. This is spaces, right? This is things that I have not even scratched the surface of yet. So we're not going to talk about that today because that's different than texting. You can see where your messages are all scheduled. Here's your campaigns. You can view your contacts. Here's all your keywords that you're going to be able to use for people. These are templates. Y'all, you can create templates. If there's something that you send over and over and over and over and over again, create a template so you don't have to be typing it all the time. It's like quick keys on your phone. That's what templates are. Okay. And then you've got tags. So that's how you define where people fall on your text list. And then you've got all the other things that we're not going to get to all of these today. That would be my course that you can take. if you want to really get into the strategy of how to use Project Broadcast and the nitty gritty of details of how to do it. I do have a course. It's a 5-module course that you can get that walks you through step by step how to use it. So we're not going to go there today, but I do want to tell you a few things. Okay. Number 1, the anatomy of a good text message. I'm just going to write a text message for you guys so that we can, let's see, open a chat. I'll do myself. Where am I? There I am. I'll open a chat with myself so nobody else has to be bothered by it. Okay. So here's what I want you to see. All right. When I'm creating a text message, there are a few things that are very important. They're short. You see all these? Short. You know how back in the day, I mean, it's a little longer now, but back in the day, Twitter, made us fit what we wanted to say in 140 characters. Man, that was an exercise for some of us, self-included. And the cool thing about that is that it really forces you to be clear, concise, and succinct with the message that you're trying to get across. And I think that's good for everybody. It's good for you to be super clear on what you're trying to say. And it's good for the person that's receiving it because when they get your text message, they're going to know exactly what you're trying to say. Okay. So when you are creating a message, you want it to be short. So you also want to make sure you're personalizing it. So Project Broadcast has this little, I don't even know what that symbol is down there, but it's a section that allows you to personalize your messages. So you want to use dynamic fields as much as possible. Why? Because you are actually personalizing things that come across, and it signals to the phone companies that are putting your messages out that it's targeting this specific person. And so it's more likely that it's not going to go into a spam filter. Okay. So you want to, I use first name most of the time. And then you'll see it's going to put everybody's first name in there. So this, when I send it, it's actually going to say, hello, Jan. And then you're typing your message. If you can spell, typing your message here, blah, blah, blah. You can add a link. Let's talk about links for 1 second. If you're going to add a link, you'll see there's some Vimeo links in here. But if you're going to add a link, you definitely do not want it to be the last thing that you send. Like this, was a targeted campaign, but I don't recommend leaving your link last because that is one thing that can get it tripped up in spam filters is by having a link as the last thing that you say. So I always try, you'll see it here, I always try to make sure that there's something else in the message here when you have a link, just so you don't get caught in those spam filters. You want as many of your messages as possible to actually go through, okay? So if I'm going to add a link, I would put it here, link here. Just copy this one just so you guys can see what I would do, okay? And then don't freak out that in this message, it's not an active link. When it gets sent, it will be, okay? It gets turned into that active link when you actually send your message. If you guys have questions while we're going through this stuff, if you'll put them in the comments, I'm going to go back after I'm finished with all this and answer some questions. It's hard for me to do it while I'm actually doing the training. And then if you need some one-on-one help, please just reach out to me. You can put that in the comments or you can shoot me a DM, either way. All right. So you got links. Now, links, I already said you don't want them at the end. The other thing that you can do is have a trackable link. Why would you want a trackable link? Well, first I need to explain what it is, right? So trackable links, you see that as an option here. Trackable link means that if I put a link in all of my different trackable, like you can create these trackable links, right? So what this means is that I can go back, like this specific video here, I can see every single person that clicked on this link. So if I send it to 40 people, but only 5 click on the link, that is, that's your click-through rate, right? But unlike some email providers, you can't see who clicked on it. With this, you absolutely can. So I'm able to follow up. So if I'm sending something out, for instance, that is a product link, I know people are interested in it if I see that they've clicked it in an email. But with a trackable link in Project Broadcast, you can actually see who was interested in it, who took that next step to click through, and then you can target your follow-up, okay? Fantastic tool in Project Broadcast. So trackable links, highly recommend them, all right? So we've got it personalized, we've got it short and sweet. We're going to make sure that links are not at the end, and then you want to make sure that it's not salesy. You don't want to type in all caps too much because that's bad, not salesy. And I'm typing this not because I would actually send this as a message, but I want to show you a feature that Project Broadcast has. So once you're done with your message, you're going to end it however you would. Now you can type in your name, or you can go back here and use your dynamic field again. So this is the contact, the person you're sending to. Then there's the user. That's me. So I can have it add my first name. Done. So it's going to automatically add my first name in here. Okay. Now, when I'm finished with the composition of my text message, I want to go down to this little light bulb that's down here, and I want to click on that, and it is going to rate my message for me. So the farther over in the green, the higher the probability that it is actually going to go through. All right. So here's the highlights. It's a short message. It liked that. Said you couldn't find any links at the beginning or end of your message. It likes that. Dynamic fields make it unique and personal. I used 2 of them. Couldn't find any shortened URLs. Okay, this is important. So if you're doing a link, you can't use things like Bitly to put a link in there because they consider that spam for whatever reason. I'm not sure why spam filters trigger off of certain things, but it doesn't like shortened URLs. Interesting fun fact. A platform like SoundCloud that gives you the option of creating a shorter link, for whatever reason, when I put my SoundCloud links in here, it does not consider it a shortened URL. Only Bitly. Weird. Anyway, I'm on strike from Bitly anyway, but that's another story. So then opportunities. Okay, so this is, it tells you how you can make your text better. Okay. So words in all caps, decrease your deliverability, use them sparingly. Well, I put them in there specifically so this would trigger. And then using salesy language, well, I spelt the word salesy, so I would hope that that would trigger. May decrease deliverability. So what we're going to go back here and do is I'm going to take this out. And instead of using all caps, I'm actually going to bold it. So it still stands out, but it does not have to be all caps for people, okay? No language that would trigger out. And you don't want to use the word sale. Specials. Let's see if that still triggers the salesy thing. So in theory, because I got rid of the all caps, it should be farther over in the green. Look at that. So the only opportunity is the salesy language. So it did catch the word special. So what I haven't quite figured out, I need to create a list. Ooh, maybe that'll be my next freebie. I need to create a list of things that would describe a sale that don't trigger this salesy language thing. But this is a really good text message, you guys. Anything over in this area it is highly likely that it's not going to go into somebody's spam and not be delivered. Okay. So that's what you want to make sure. So that is really the anatomy of a good text message. And using this little feature here, the message insights, stellar. Okay. And so then you're going to just want to send your message. Okay. I'm not going to go ahead and send this because that's not necessary. You guys don't have to do that. But I want to talk to you a little bit about automation. So I'm going to stop screen sharing and let's just chat automation. Okay. So one of the beautiful things about having an SMS service like Project Broadcast is that you can automate things so that you are not constantly tied to this. One of the reasons that we own our own businesses is that so we don't have to trade time for dollars all the time. Okay. I don't want to be tied to my phone all the time, but I want to be servicing my people well, following up with my prospects well, gathering leads on a regular basis. Did you know that with an SMS strategy, you can be gathering leads while you are not online? Yes, you can. It's the joy of automation, y'all. The joy of automation. So let me give you a few scenarios. Again, I'm not going to show you how to set all this stuff up. If you want that, you can look for training specifically in my Deconstructing Digital group, or you can get the course. It's not expensive and it is very comprehensive. But let's say that you have your customer list and it's been uploaded to Project Broadcast. You can send out a automated birthday text on their birthday. I send one out that gives them $5 Starbucks. How cool is that to receive on your birthday? Your coffee's on me. Happy birthday, right? You could do the same for anniversaries. I know that with the network marketing company that I'm with, our company on the anniversary of when they created their account gives each customer $50 in free product credit. What? And so I have all of that automated, you guys. I never have to touch it. I never have to touch it. It automatically goes out to these people, a reminder, hey, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. And because this is your anniversary, you have $50 in free product credit that you can spend. How can I help? What do you need? I will help them spend free money. Yes, I will. So I have that automated. You can automate reminders. Let's say you have a sale that's going on and it ends on, a certain date. You can automate a reminder to go out and send to them, letting them know that just a reminder, if you wanted to grab something on this sale, it ends tonight at midnight. Reminders. If you have a class like these trainings, right? You could send out an automation reminding people that your training's starting and then putting the link, not last, but embedded in your text message to get them directly to that. So how about this? If you guys would like an automated reminder about these trainings every Friday at 10 a.m., if you will text biz tips, I'm going to put this in the comment. All right. Text biz tips to, here's my project broadcast number. Okay. So if you text biz tips to that number, I will set it up so that you get an automated reminder every Friday at 10 a.m. about these trainings with the link so you can join. Okay. So let's see. Reminders. I think that's good. And then you can also do full-blown campaigns, you guys. So what is that? So just like you would have a nurture sequence on a email campaign, you can do the same with texting. So if you have somebody that's new to your funnel, you can set up campaigns that they opt into. So for instance, let's say that you are a health coach and you have a specific product that people are interested in and they purchase it. Okay. So let's, for the sake of kicks and giggles, let's say it's a gut health product, okay? And there are some nuances around people who are trying to raise the level of their gut health. So what you could do is they could opt in after they purchase this product. They could opt in to a text message campaign that literally will walk them through a series of texts that you pre-schedule for a time and day that gives them tips on how to take the product, what they can do, what they can eat to improve their gut health, what they need to steer clear of to make sure that they're improving their gut health. And I would say that it can be on kind of the same frequency as a text or an email campaign, so that it's educational, right? It's taking them through, it's nurturing them. It's basically an email nurture sequence in text form. Short, succinct, things that people grab, they get value, they move on with their day, okay? Let's say that you're doing a launch for new products, all right? You can create a text sequence that will take them through the story of the new product, why they want it, reminders when it goes live, reminders that time's running out, reminders of your bonuses, nurture sequence, just like you would do an email, except shorter with text. If you have longer information that they need to get, you could just put that in a link in the text, right? So this is a way to follow up with your customers. It's a way to nurture potential customers. It's a way to serve existing customers. So sorry, you guys. But texting is a strategy that you absolutely need for growing your business in 2023 and beyond. So, like I said, if you watch this on the replay, put replay in the comments and let me know what questions you have. If you don't have a texting service yet, I again totally recommend Project Broadcast. I actually have an affiliate link that I can send to you that'll get you 50% off your first month, which is, who doesn't like to save money? I do. I love to save money. So I can send that to you. In fact, I'm going to put that in the description. Okay. I'll just link it there if you guys need it. And then if you would like to get in on my reminders for these weekly trainings, you can just text biz tips. You'll get other things as well, but the reminders, biz tips, to the number that's in the comments here. And then last but not least, I want you to know that this course that I have it's actually on sale right now because I'm going to be redoing it, revamping, broadening over the summer. But this one will get you exactly what you need to start right now. Don't wait for the new one. You'll be grandfathered into that. Okay. So anybody who gets the current course will be grandfathered into the updated course. So you want to grab it now because the new one will not be at the same price. Right now, you can get it for $47. I mean, it is a steal. It's 5 modules and it'll show you the ins and outs of how to set everything up in Project Broadcast. So if you want that, write Project Broadcast course in the comments and I will shoot you the link for that. And I'll also put that in the description. Okay. I hope you guys get some value from this training. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend. And let me know how I can serve you best. Okay. You guys have a great day. Bye.